Hey guys, another video here. I heard something the other day and I was reading something and it came to me a couple of times, and an analogy I want to use so you can understand what I'm trying to get at is if you were to cut a lime open or cut an orange open and squeezed it, you would only get lime juice or orange juice, right? That's it. That's all you can get. That's all that's in there. Right? There's some pulp or other things inside, but basically you would just get lime juice or orange juice or whichever one you were cutting open and squeezing, right? And so I want you to make this comparison to when you're being pressured or you're being squeezed, what's the first thing that comes out of you? Is it anger? Is it anxiety? Is it to lash out, right? Why is it when you're squeezed, you really need to pay attention to what is the first thing that's coming out of you? Because what should be coming out of you is love. That should be the goal. That's where we want to get to, right? You can really easily put these two scenarios together and look back, connecting the dots, and understand that when I do get squeezed or pressured or somebody says something that I let affect me, how do I react, right? I really want you guys to spend some time thinking about that and writing down the last time somebody pressured you or said something to you or made you feel your feelings hurt, or right, what was your first thought? Maybe you didn't say anything, but you for surely thought something. I really want you guys to start paying attention to what is coming out of us when we're pressured or squeezed, right? And you're going to start quickly understanding that all these things I've been talking about all link together, right? I'm trying to give you guys analogies so you can come up with the conclusion that my life is full of, sure, the day-to-day and things are going great, we're all fine, but that's not reality. Life, right? Things happen, people cut you off, a boss says something annoying, your kid does something that embarrasses you, or your significant other is acting like a child and it's frustrating, or dropped the ball and didn't do what you asked, or whatever the scenario might be. But then you can start understanding, I do have a lot of anger, or I do have a lot of resentment, or I do think negative thoughts about everyone else when things aren't going perfectly, right? And then I really want you to start writing those things down and looking at them. You really gotta get the stuff out of you and get it on paper and look at it, right? I did a video a while ago, the difference between scripting and journaling and vomiting, and I don't know if you want to go back and find that video or not, but a good thing that I've done in the past is to just write out everything how I'm feeling, and don't try to think, just write as things come in and write it all down and get it out of you in the beginning. And then you can burn that paper, right? Release it, let it go. It doesn't serve you. And try to keep doing this. There's just so much old conditioning, right? Bruce Lee had a famous saying, he would tell his students, I can't give you what I have because you have too much of what you have inside of you. Until you get all of you out of you, it's really hard for me to teach you how to be anything like I am or any of these philosophies, right? You have so much old conditioning in front of you that you really have to wear that stuff down and get rid of it. And right, and I believe this is why only a small percentage of people ever change, right? It's just, you got to actually do the work. And I'm hoping that these videos I'm doing will help you guys at least raise some curiosities, and you can start doing your own. I want you guys to always be testing me, right? That's how I know what I'm talking about. When I give you an exercise and you do it, then you're the scientist, right? You're going to understand, did this work or not? It did. Or, oh, it didn't, right? And if, right, then you don't have to watch me anymore. If you can prove that I don't know what I'm talking about, none of this stuff's real, then you can move on to the next thing that you're trying to figure out. The problem is you won't be able to prove that I'm wrong. But if you're not going to willing to test the things I'm saying constantly, like a scientist, it's very hard, right? You're still being a hearer and not a doer. Please, start being doers. I know it, please. Just take 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day. I've asked you guys so many times, just you got to start with some amount of time for yourself. And so then you'll start piecing stuff together and seeing that a lot of this stuff I'm talking about, you can actually start to see it, not just hear it. And because we can hear something and be like, oh, I have that. But it's when you actually connect the dots looking back and see it, and it's right in front of you, that's when change starts to happen, right? Keep going, guys. Keep smiling. I know life can throw some crazy stuff at us in the beginning, especially when you're trying to change these habits. So keep me posted. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.